What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 9 of NHL 23 Philadelphia Flyers Franchise Mode Series. As always, wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up on this video. It really helps me out. As you guys can see there, we're currently 4-2 in the preseason. Stan Cohen has 8.6 games. If you guys missed the last episode, spoiler warning, did not win the Stanley Cup, but we did win the Stanley Cup the year before, so you missed that one. Go and check it out. That was Season 7. Also, you guys can see there, we won the President's Trophy the same year we won the Stanley Cup. And if you go to the AHL, I mean, we haven't won a Calder Cup yet, but look at the domination in the regular season. We'll see if this is the AHL's team year to finally take home a Calder Cup. But before we get started, guys, with the sim, I will show you the lines. So, first line, Stan Coven, who actually popped off for us last season, playing with Draisaitl there, who also had 100 points last season, playing with Michkov on that first line, getting a +5. Michkov, I think, was our best player in the playoffs as he won the Conn Smythe Trophy. So I'm hoping that first line can do well for us again. I might trade Draisaitl at some point. He is dropping in rating, getting older. We'll see. Second line there, Gauthier, Cooley, Demidov, they get a +5. Poirier there making the jump to NHL. Only 81 overall, but solid puck skills, very good shot. We'll see how he does there. Playing with Sam Reinhurst on the third line now with Amirov. Fourth line there, you got Reed Schaefer, Kostelek, and O'Connor. Defensively here, we have Sharp and Kiviharju still in the top pair. Someone mentioned, like, they both led the league in +- so it's like, why would I break them up? Especially, too, I didn't realize they're getting a +5. Popov was only getting a +1. So we definitely have to keep them on the top pair together. Second pairing is now Zeliger and Popov. Popov there we traded for last season, 80 overall. Good thing with him is actually on an entry-level deal for 2 more years. Zeliger we got, I think, pretty good price for him, 87 overall, very good offensively, only making $5.5 million. Kumatov there we also traded for, he's playing with York. In terms of the goaltending, Vinny there's our starter. We traded away Matthew Wood for him actually, but hopefully it was worth it. Like, you get an elite goalie there, pretty cheap price for 1 year at 3.3. Petrell backing him up. In terms of the special teams here, you guys can see power play 1 looking pretty stacked. Even power play 2 there, I think, is quite solid. The 4-man's really nothing crazy. In terms of the PK, we brought in Logan Cooley. Big free agent signing. He's got 99 faceoffs with 5-star defense, so he should be pretty dominant for us on the penalty kill. Also, too, playing with him, Sam Reinhart there, up to a 97 D awareness. I can't believe that. So his defensive awareness actually gone up even higher. Before it was like 94, 95. Less of the PK. Looks pretty good. Gauthier, O'Connor, of course, 92 D awareness. Third unit there, Amirov, Kostelek. They're going to do fine. So overall, team looks good. I think the only negative chemistry is the third man PK there, which obviously almost never sees the ice. In terms of the AHL team, Dorofeyev, Barkey, Vrana, not a bad first line. Stillman there, Needy, Suzdalev, we got him on waivers, I think. Gauthier's on the third line, Emsel on the fourth, Tyler Peddle there in the middle. Defensively here, we got Tyson Hines, Otto Vinen, Kyrou, Olsen, Jaspers here's our medium elite guy, playing with McLean, who's a low elite. Goaltending, so Garnson actually got dropped down from NHL to AHL, as he simply just hasn't been cutting it for us in the show, so I figured it's time, you know, drop into the AHL, give Petrol a chance. We'll see what happens there. Also, you guys, with losing Couturier to retirement last season, had to name a new captain. Decided to go with the cover boy himself in Michkov. Draisaitl there still reigning A. Also, we traded away Sandheim, so Kiviharju there is also now reigning A. So we got some new young leaders on this team. We'll see how they can do in their first season wearing a letter. As you guys can see in terms of ratings, we've got 96 offense, 96 defense, 89 goaltending. So pretty excited for this year. I think we can definitely win another Stanley Cup. Let's find out. Alright guys, we're out in December here with a very good record. 25-6-4. We're crushing it. First in our division with 54 points, which is also first in the NHL. AHL team is doing even better, I think. 22-4-2, 46 points there. So less games played, but I think their win percentage is actually a little bit higher. So awesome to see both teams doing so well. Denver Barkey there, 35 points in 28 games. Mostly assists. NHL-wise, Stan Coven, 44 and 35. Good to see him putting up over a point per game again. I'm glad he's still playing well for us after getting paid. Actually, it just reminded me too, we have to probably do some contract extensions. Totally forgot start of the season. So Demidov here was making 5.5. 7.75 is not bad. That's about all the extension dollars we have. Amirov, what would he want? 3 million, so only a slight raise. Kumatov, he's only an 80. Yeah, I was gonna say, shouldn't ask for a lot. We could probably honestly play hardball with him in the fall. Vinny here, we cannot extend yet. Petrell, we could extend. 800K for 2 years. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. And then Demidov, I mean, I don't know, 7.75. We only need him for like 1 more year. Doesn't get much cheaper. Honestly, probably wait on him. Actually, he's currently got a point per game. I think his price is going to go up even higher. So yeah, we got to get him signed. We have the money. Let's try like 5 years, 7.25. Doesn't leave us much money to get Amirov under contract, but can probably make it happen. And there we go, guys. Demidov said yes. We're keeping the 2 star rushing wingers together. Petrol also said yes, too. So just have a very solid, cheap backup for next season. Ooh, look at this trade-off for guys from the Sharks. Fata there, left wing, mediumly potential for a second-round pick, and Person, who's a high starter goalie, currently our AHL backup. Fata, 80 overall, but he's already 25. Okay, so he's got 1 year left to grow after this one. Good playmaker, good offensive awareness, good defensive awareness. I think it's just his skating's not great. Physical is pretty average. Shot's not the terrible, though. I mean, I can't see him getting paid that much. Person's 22.76. Has pretty good numbers right now in the backup role in the AHL. I feel like we have enough goalies. Person's probably never comes through. Let me look at our draft picks here. We still have pretty much all of our picks. I feel like it's worth the risk. If Fata just randomly grows after this season, even to like a low 80, maybe we can actually use him as the Amirov replacement if we can't afford to keep him, which obviously I'm hoping we will. So yeah, I'm going to say yes to that. Interesting trade for sure. And now this sucks because I actually have to send Fata through waivers, so it doesn't really have a spot on our NHL team, but I think once the playoffs start, I can send him down for free. As you can see there, we still have Bjarnason as the AHL starter, so the trade really shouldn't hurt the AHL team too much. Alright guys, so we're at the trade deadline here with a record of 43, 13, and 6. I would say that's pretty good. As you can see there, we got 92 points right now, which is good for first in the division, although Avalanche only one back of us. AHL team, they're crushing it. 45, 6, and 3. Continue their regular season dominance. Next closest team, I think, is the Crunch at 82. So, looking like they're going to win their 6th straight regular season title. Maybe this will be the year they finally win a Calder Cup. Denver Barkley there, silver a point per game. Kiva Harju's actually our leading scorer now, 79 and 62. The dude's an absolute monster. So, we'll get to the deadline. I'm really not sure how many moves we could make. Potentially could, like, flip the medium elite guy we just got, since he's kind of just riding on the NHL team. Matt Parcells available, that'd be kind of sick. Sanderson there, 90 overall. At 6.6 million, that's actually such a good contract. Maybe we could like flip Zellweger into him. Shabbat's available. Braden Point's actually on the Oilers. Same with Newhook, Terry, Denisenko, Chikrin, Batherson, and Norris. So, as I mentioned, I think the one that interests me the most, honestly, is Sanderson. A lot less value than Barzell. Signed for this year and next. That's a really good cap hit. We'll take a look, like I said, too, at that medium elite forward we got, just to see if he's got some value. Bata there, not the most, like it's pretty equal there with Amirov, which makes sense. Like he's only got a year left to grow after this one. Goalies, let's see how Vinny's doing for us. 918-258, I think that's, pretty good numbers. Hopefully he doesn't ask for too much more next season, because if he does, we're definitely just going to be rocking Bjarnason and Petrell, which is okay if at least, one of them grows. And I just noticed, guys, Draisaitl's down in 86 overall now, but he's still turning it up. Like he's got 72 points right now, so over a point per game. It's tough to give up on him, but at 13 million, like we might have to, because obviously we got to get Vinny re-signed here too, probably. So the only trade I think we could make for Sanderson is like Cam York plus, which it's a pretty big plus, because at that point we have Sharp or Zellweger on the bottom pair, which is kind of a waste. So honestly, I don't even think we're going to bother. And also too, guys, I was looking at Barzell, and as you can see there, he just got way too much value. So honestly, I'm probably just going to go like 4th line forward shopping, see if I can find a very, smart defensive forward that can potentially be an upgrade for us. And I was just going off here, guys, so the Canadians going to say no to this one. I was actually mid-trade, trying to get one of the better two-way forwards in the game. Value Nichushkin, as you guys can see there, he's 86 overall, 91 D awareness, 4-star physical there. He's got 92 stick check, solid hand-eye. I feel like he'd be a great player for our bottom 6. I'm offering up Fata, who of course is the elite guy we just traded for, but he's sitting there scratch right now. Gonna try and combine him with a 2nd. The value looks pretty equal. Roslovich there for a Cook, Salo, and a 2nd. I think I'd rather Nichushkin. So let's see what the Panthers say. Value's pretty equal. Trade's accepted. Okay, so I think that's a good deal for us. And so the trade deadline's now over, guys. We just made the one deal there. I was looking around, but just nothing really made sense for our team, especially since we're in such a good position right now. But Cole's in there, going back to the Canucks. Interesting. Nichushkin, of course, we get. Dan Cleary, not the one I'm thinking of, who played for the Red Wings, goes to the Leafs. Philip Brover to the Islanders. Cross and Oss to the Sharks. Anything else here? Thomas Bordelot to the Ducks. Elijah Lindholm going back to the Hurricanes. Eric Branch in there, also the Hurricanes. Kellen Addison to the Hurricanes. They're loading up. Jerry McIsaac. Khrushchev to the Jackets. Let's see. Ozzy Weisblatt there to the Stars. Dossel to the Canadians. Carter Verhaeghe to the Rangers. So, pretty quiet trade deadline. I think we might have made like the biggest trade. Barzell, Shabbat, all those guys not getting moved. And after trading for Nichushkin, guys, we got to take somebody out of the lineup. I'm thinking O'Connor's too good defensively. 91 D awareness. Kostelic there, 95 face-offs with honestly solid defensive stats, good physical. Then Schaefer here is pretty much all physical. He's only got 78 D awareness, although he does have high stick check. 10 goals, 6 assists isn't bad. I feel like he's probably the guy to take out, though. As his best thing is physicality, which I'm not sure how much that actually matters. So, bringing Nichushkin here, probably got to put him above Amirov there on the 3rd line. We get a +3, so Amirov still solid defensively. He'll do fine in that role. And then on the 3rd line here, we're going to try switching Poirier and Nichushkin. So, Poirier, Reinhardt, Nichushkin should be pretty solid, honestly. A lot of X factor still. No change, of course, to the defense. But I do have Nichushkin there on the second PK, so, you know, hopefully that's just like a small enough boost to help us win the Stanley Cup. Alright guys, for this season now with a record of 53, 21, and 8, which is actually good for 114 points, which I think is good for the President's Trophy. I guess some teams have a couple games left, but Avalanche there, they have 52 wins, 1 game left. We have 53, so I think we'll have the tiebreaker. I guess we'll find out. AHL team, are you kidding me? 120 points in only 70 games. Remember that, only 70 games, 58 wins. Like, their win percentage there is incredible. They popped off. If they don't win the Calder Cup this year, I don't even know. I think they still have 2 games left too, so we'll see how they do in the last couple. Devin Barker there's got 83 points in 70 games. Kiva Harju, are you kidding me? 100-point defenseman, let's go. Curious to see how everyone else did. As I mentioned, last year it was the first season we actually had a 100-point player, both Stankoven and Draisaitl. This time, Kiva Harju does it with a plus 32. Stankoven there, still solid year, 94. Draisaitl there, 93. He's 86, but he's putting up points. It's hard to get rid of him. I think that first line's working well. Like Michkov, 89. That's a very solid season by him. Demidov, 66. Actually had a pretty big year. Cooley, 60. For 10.5, you probably want more than 60 points. I don't know. I guess he is really good defensively. We'll see. Reinhardt, 53. A bit of a slower year for him, but he did play third line for the first time. Usually he's in that top 6. Gauthier, 52. Zellweger, 48. Second power play, putting up almost 50. We'll take that. Poirier, 41 his rookie season. That's also pretty solid. Nichushkin, after he picked him up, he had 9 points in 19 games with a -2. So doing decent. Definitely nothing crazy. Mirov there had pretty similar scoring. Really none of the other guys had that many. Now in terms of the goaltending, Vinny here, 911 save percentage, 277 goals against. Petrell there actually had better stats, but obviously played less games, so it's hard to compare. Bjarnson in the AHL there, very good stats, 913 and a 212. After Barkey had Needy there, actually putting up over a point per game. 78 high top 9. He's a pretty good playmaker. I'm not sure if he'll actually ever be like a 4th liner for us though. Dorofeyev still had over a point per game. Stillman was right on. Verana was close. Santh Gauthier. So yeah, AHL team here, I can see why they're doing so well. Like a lot of good players at the top, and then good amount of depth as well. And in terms of the entire league here, guys, Connor McDavid wins the Art Ross Trophy, 111. I guess Matthews could put up 5 points in the last game. He's got 107. You then have Ranton, McKinnon, McCarr, 3 halves in a row. Kiva Harju though rounds at the top 6, followed by Fox, Zegras, Basha. So McCarr there had 1 extra point, plus minus 55. Wow. Kiva Harju's gonna have 103 points, plus 32, and not win the Norris. That is incredible because yeah, McCarr there is just the GOAT apparently. I'm actually curious, goals-wise, Ranton at 61. I'll stick it on Maurice Richard. Goalies, Wolf had the most wins. This Avs team, they're going to be scary if we made up them in the Stanley Cup final. Anger, best save percentage, 925. Lowest goals against for a starter is actually Wallstedt, just barely beating out Anger. So probably one of those two taking home the Vezina Trophy. And then in terms of the rookie skaters here, Brian Hall there on the Coyotes, 58 points. Poirier didn't even make the first page, but he had 40 points. Did they not count him as a rookie? Because he definitely should have been one. Yeah, guys, look at this. Poirier's never played a single season in the NHL yet. But when you go to rookie skaters, he doesn't count. Luckily, I don't think he was going to win the Calder or anything, but that is a little bit annoying. And so I just sim forward a couple days, guys. As you can see, the Avalanche won their last game, so they also have 114 points. Who's taking on the President's Trophy, though? Let's check the entire league. Are you kidding me? So they actually tied us with wins there because we both had 53. Then they had the 4 extra regulation overtime wins. The Avs just taking everything from us. The Norris, the Presidents. Unbelievable, but still an awesome year. Behind us, you actually had 4 teams there. Or sorry, 5 teams, 100 plus points. Going through, we'll take a look and see who got last in the entire NHL. And it's going to be the Winnipeg Jets there, 57 points. Now in terms of goals for, we were first, 307. Lowest goals against was Minnesota Wild. We had the 4th best, though, exactly tied with the Avalanche. So yeah, like we're a very good team for sure. I actually do want to sim forward a couple more days, though, before the playoffs, just to see the final AHL numbers. We just won a game in the shootout there. 1 more AHL game. And it's another win. So we actually finished with 60 wins in 72 games. Look at that record, guys. 68-4 for an AHL team. Are you kidding me? 124 points, 86 win percentage. I'm Googling right now what the AHL regular season record is. Alright guys, so I Googled it, and apparently the Hershey Bears in 2010 set the win record with 60, and we're 1 shy of the point record at 123. As you can see, we got the point record there with 124. Also tied the win record with 60. The Hershey Bears did that in 80 games. We did it in 72. So I think we just had the best AHL regular season of all time, which is pretty crazy. We'll see whether or not that can actually turn into a Calder Cup champion team or not. First round of playoffs here, guys, with the NHL team, though, with the New York Islanders. So I'll take a look and see what that roster is looking like. Obviously, did not trade away Barzal. It definitely would have helped us if they did. So on that team, they actually got Cole Eisman now playing with Barzal and Moore. Pretty solid first line there, I'd say. Bobby Brink, former player of ours, playing with Hagens there and Dexter on the second line. Haas, Horvat still on the team with Campe, Joseph, Korobov, and Racine on the fourth line. Defensively here, Romanov, Dobson, Pollock, Evans, Kanizev, and Jacki. Goaltending, they got Sorokin starting down to 85. Carter Bickle there only a 74. So I do like our chances. We'll see what happens. I think, bringing in Chushkin was a small, boost to the team, but will it be enough? Let's find out. We have the home ice advantage here, and we lose game 1 in Philly. Game number 2 was a win. All right, so we tie the series up 2-2. Head to Long Island now, 3-1 win, 5-4 OT loss, so the series is tied 2 apiece. Game 5 is a 4-2 win. That was big. Can we close it out here in New York? Game 6, 2-1 win. Let's go. So we're moving on past the first round. And in round 2, we actually have the other New York team, the Rangers. That's kind of cool. AHL team. They're actually playing the Hershey Bears, which is so funny. I was just talking about them. And it looks like they beat them in 5. And so looking at the Rangers here, guys, they got Lafreniere, McTavish, and Kako on the first line. That's honestly pretty nasty. Othman there up to an 89, playing for Hagee, who they just traded for. Dawson Mercer, Cole Lynn, Korschak up to an 88. I think that's the highest I've ever seen him grow. Pius Suter, Costin, Howden, Foote. Not a bad team. Defensively, they still have Fox with 95, playing with Miller, Yermo there, Mayu, Casey, Beach, goaltending, Shesterkin, still a 90. That's kind of surprising because Sorokin was already down to 86. Their backup, Marjamaki, 85 overall. Third round pick by the Jets 2025. 24 medium elite potential. That is a sick goalie duo for the Rangers. Luckily, only one goalie can play, so it doesn't really matter. Zelger there is actually a leading scorer through the first round, 5.6 games. But we're heading back to Philly here, guys, for the first 2. Let's see what happens here. 4-2 loss and a 4-2 loss. All right, well, we're heading back to New York now. And we get a 3-2 win, a 5-3 win. Let's go. That's huge. Winning back-to-back away. Can we actually take the lead here in Game 5? And we do. 5-4 win. Just have to win one of the next 2 here. We won the conference final. And we get it done in 6 again. 6-3 win there. We actually rattled off 4 straight wins. I think that's exactly what the Devils did to the Rangers real life this season. And we got the Montreal Canadiens now in the conference final. We'll see. Draisaitl, 15 points, 12 games. Love seeing that from him. That's why we didn't trade him. He's a playoff performer. We knew that was going to happen. So the Canadiens here probably have Suzuki, Caulfield still. I'm not sure what else. They do, playing with Troy Haddison, who's a 90. Celebrini on the second line with this Stutzel guy. I remember him being sick. And Slavkovsky's also a 90. Wow, that top 6 is incredible. All 90 plus. They got Daniil Boot there. Benson, 89, third line center. Playing with Dawkins, 88. Are you kidding me? Even the fourth line there looks pretty good. Defensively, they're not the best, but we'll see. In terms of the defense, Lane Hudson's up to a 92. 84, Justin Barron. Okay, that's where they get weak, though. So their top 6 is 90 plus, and then their defense. They got a 79, 77, 78, 79. I mean, we'll see kind of what the game prefers. As if they beat us, and that just tells me all you need is like a star number 1 defense who's a 90 plus. After that, doesn't matter. Go out and get yourself a sick top 6. Goaltending, they got Dossel 84, Primo 83. Goaltending, pretty average. We definitely have the better goalie in Vinny, but gonna be a battle here for sure with the Canadiens. I should quickly check too and see the AHL team. Are you kidding me? They are cursed. They lost to the Hartford Wolfpack there in 6. They were down 3-1, made it 3-2, and then lost the 6th game. Like, what's the issue with the AHL team? They literally cursed. That's the only explanation. 6 straight regular season wins. They set a record for being the best AHL team ever, and they're out in the round 2. Like, come on. Anyways, luckily the NHL team's in the conference final. Game 1, we're up 2-0. Reinhart Draisaitl, still 2-0. 4-0. Stankoven, Kivaharju. Big shutout win there from Vinny in Game 1. Game number 2 here, guys. Obviously still at home, too, I should mention. 1-1, Michkov, Suzuki. 3-1, Poirier, Demidov. 5-3, let's go. Reinhart there, Kivaharju, empty netter. Caulfield got one with 7 seconds left, but not going to be enough. So we're up 2-0 now, head to Montreal, the Bell Center. Chance to sweep. We could actually rattle off a couple back-to-back wins here. That'd be pretty sweet. Here we go, guys. Game 3, 1-1. Stutzel for them, Stankoven for us. 2-1, Stutzel again. 4-1, okay. So unfortunately, we're not going to get the sweep there. They take Game 3. Game 4, though, is huge. We can get that 3-1 series lead. Just have to win one of the next 3 games. That would be an amazing spot to be in. Let's see if we can do it, guys. Here we go. Nothing after period 1. 1-0, Demidov. 2-1, we hold on. Reinhart for us. Stutzel again for them. As I mentioned, I noticed that guy, often popping up. He's a pretty nasty player, but all we got to do now is win one of the next 3 games. 2 of which are at home, including Game 5 here in Philly. Can we do it? First period. We're down 2-1. Stutzel again and Suzuki. Michkov for us. 3-2. Stankoven. Pellick actually got one. 4-3. I didn't even realize. Zellweger power play goal to tie the game. And then Michkov there with the game winner. That's why he's wearing the C. That's why he's on the front of the thumbnail. That's why we traded way too much for him. And the Sharks actually just swept the Blackhawks. So the Avalanche not going to be meeting us in the Stanley Cup final. Instead, it's the San Jose Sharks. So we'll take a look at that team. Draisaitl still has over point per game at 19 and 17 there. And now in terms of the Sharks, guys, they got Malcolm Spence, Connor Bedard, of course. How could I forget him? And Troy Terry on the first line. Krasov, Eklund, McGroarty, Paling there, Height, McBain, Bystedt, Levis, and Mukalt. Okay. In terms of the defense, they got Vassin in there playing with Chromiak. I mean, the defense doesn't look the greatest. Cormier's up to an 85, which is actually pretty high for him. Goaltending, they got Allenfeld 85, Thompson backing him up. This team is just being carried by Bedard by the looks of it. We had 9 more wins in the regular season. Let's see what happens here. I mean, they just swept the Blackhawks, which kind of hurts for them because, of course, they really should have Bedard. They're currently 12-4 in the playoffs. We're 12-5. There you go, guys. We got home ice advantage still. First game in Philly. We're down 2-0. Paling shorthanded. Eklund still 2-0. 3-1. Bedard, and then Michkov gets one, but 3 minutes to go. Not enough time. All right, guys, game 2 here. We need this one tied up before we go to San Jose. 3-0 lead. Let's go. Gauthier, Popov, Kostelic. 4-1. York there. Cormier for them. Hold on. 4-1 win. That's what we want to see. So game 3 now, guys, is in San Jose. And they're up 1-0. Cormier again. What the heck? 3-0. Mendez, Bystedt. 3-2. We actually have some fight. Popov and Amirov, but unfortunately not enough. We actually outshot them, I just noticed. 43-24. Basically doubled their shots. And still lost by a goal. Luckily, I mean, both of our losses there, 3-2, 3-1. Pretty close games. Game 4 now, we got to tie this thing up. We're down 1 early again. Krasov, 3-2. We get the lead back. They're actually up 2-0. Then Gauthier, Stankoven, Gauthier again to give us the lead. 30-15. We're literally doubling their shots. 4-4. Bedard, Nichushkin, and then Levis. Come on. 5-4. McGroarty there wins it. Not in a good spot. So here we go, guys. Do or die if we want a Stanley Cup. Have to win the next 3 straight games. I believe in the team, though. They're stacked. We can go back to back to back. 2-0 lead. Reinhart, Kivaharju. 3-2. Demidov made it 3-0. Height and Terry there. Pull within 1. Are you kidding me? Bedard again in the third. Ties it. We're going to OT. We need a hero. And it's not meant to be. Troy Terry there with the OT Stanley Cup winning goal. And there you have it, guys. Unfortunately, NHL team falls short, losing the Sharks there in Stanley Cup final in 5. Honestly, though, as much as that hurts, I'm more shocked by the HL team being a round 2 exit. Like, what happened to these two teams? We were so dominant during the regular season. Still in there at 12 points in 11 games. Stankoven, a little over a point per game. We'll see how everyone else did on our team in these playoffs. That one hurts for sure. Michkov, Draisaitl, Kivaharju, all point per game players. Reinhart was pretty close. Demidov 15 is not bad. Zellweger 13 for D-Man. Vinny 912-275. You definitely cannot put the loss on him. Taking a look at the playoff tree, the Sharks there beat the Ducks in 5. Canucks in 7. Swept the Blackhawks before beating us in 5. And I see the Avalanche actually lost in round 1 to the Blues. So huge upset there. And so the playoffs are now complete, guys. Obviously, the Sharks won the Stanley Cup. Calder Cup champions for the Rockford Ice Hogs. So we didn't even lose the eventual champion, which sucks. I'll take a look here at the awards next. Again, just a tough season for us. Made it to the Stanley Cup final, but of course couldn't win it. Just barely missed out on the President's Trophy due to the tiebreaker. Can't win the Clarence's Campbell. We do win the Prince of Wales, though, so at least we've got a couple of those. In terms of the individual awards, Bedard there, our Rush Trophy. Bacardo got the Hart. Wow, that's just huge for a defenseman to win it. Also, of course, gets the James Norris. Kivaharju almost got back-to-back. Maybe if McCarr didn't exist. Kivaharju, though, got the Lady Byng, so he got something there for his efforts. Stokes on the Coyotes got the Calder. Bedard also got the Conn Smythe. Dude just went off this year. Wallstedt there got the Vezina along with William Jennings. Siegenthaler, Bill Masterton. Red Wings coach Jack Adams. Barkov, Selke, McCarr, Ted Lindsay. And then Ranch in there, Maurice Richard again. Huge year for the Avs, but big year, I'd say, for the Sharks. In terms of the AHL teams, Rockford Ice Hogs there. Win that Calder Cup. And we get our 6th straight regular season trophy, but it just straight doesn't matter. Like, I can't believe it at all. In terms of the individual awards, Barkey had the most points in the AHL. Also won MVP. Dow there, most goals. Olczyk, best rookie. Bolin, best defenseman. Jones, best goalie. Burns, MVP of the playoffs, as well as sportsmanship. Malkin, community involvement. Jones, lowest goals against. Just again, like, so close in both leagues and unlucky playoff performances. But what are you going to do? We'll get to the draft here, guys. Of course, this will be our last draft before we have that final season. And now the Lars also in here, guys. Calgary there picking first, Tampa Bay second. Retirement should be coming up here. I don't think we're going to have any players retiring, I guess, apart from potentially Draisaitl, which would be kind of crazy with 1 year left on his contract still. yeah, no, he's not retiring. New Jizz, though, with the Vegas Golden Knights. 1249 points, not bad. He actually finished with more points than Hubert Doe, who's down to a 77. Finished his career at the Flames. Neutral's still 79 there. Jake Gensel plays his entire career at the Penguins. Forsberg entire career at the Preds. Tarasenko, Teravainen, JT Miller, Raquel, Matt Dumba, Montour there. So some pretty big names in terms of the goaltenders. You got Cal Peterson, Noljevic. About it. And now this is nice, guys. Before we get to the draft, I was looking at Amirov, and as you can see, he's asking for $3 million. We got 4.8 in extension dollars. So I'm gonna try get him for, I don't know, 2.5. If he says no, we'll probably get him under contract for 2.75. Nichushkin all of a sudden drops to an 81. Wants $2 million. I mean, he is good defensively. Could have as a fourth liner. We'll take a look at that afterwards, I think. And now Vinny here is asking for $10 million. So we had him for 1 year. That's it, though. He's gonna become a UFA. We're gonna run Petrel and Bjarnason as our 2 goalies next season because that's all we can afford. And so at the draft now, guys, we'll take a look at the top 5. Looks to just be 5 medium elites. In terms of gems, we got 1 low top 6. Is going to go sometime in the 3rd round. Potentials here. Grinder might be high elite. Then that name, what is that name? Marcel Gervais-Chouinard. That is one of the longest, hardest names I've ever seen. He's an early 2nd. Kind of want to just take him for the meme. Jace Summers there. Yeah, I don't know if either of those guys are going to be good, but you never know. This goalie, early 2nd, probably going to be medium elite based on that. And now this is a big find, guys. Connor Corrado here. Guaranteed medium top 6. Going to be a late pick. Until he has 5 years, so he'll be lower rated, but still, I'll be good like trade fodder. Also, George Krupp here. Guaranteed medium top 9. Going to go 200. That's like a 7th round pick. That's not bad at all. But just into our pick here, guys. Parsons was just taken. I think we could actually take... Yeah, we got a few options here. So Peters, probably medium elite goalie. I think Summers and Gervais-Chouinard, I don't even know how to say his name. They're probably not going to be good, so I'll go with the safe bet. Isaiah Peters is a medium elite. All right, so I'm curious to see what happens with the other guys. I'm probably not going to take them. Just not worth trading up for. They should be going soon. They weren't taken yet. Tampa Bay is on the block. Could potentially trade up here. All right, guys, I'm offering Tampa Bay Sheldon Shannon, 2059 low elite for the 2nd rounder. Basically, oh, they said no. I'm thinking this is a risk for sure, but like we get lucky here and the player ends up being, you know, a lot better. It's worth it. So who do we take here? Summers. I'm going to go with this guy. The name's just too crazy not to. And 59 medium top 9. Did we make the wrong pick? Kemp. Summers is still available. Fast. Summers is still available. I don't know if we really have the assets, though, to go for Buffalo. So let's see. He just got taken. 59 medium top 9 grinder. Ours is pretty much the exact same thing. And now next year, guys, trying to make a small trade at the Predators, offering them a 3rd round pick and a 7th to move up 15 spots in the 3rd. They say yes, which I think is actually a really good value. So we'll make sure that we get that low top 6 gem. Is he going to be anything crazy? Probably not, but we'll take a chance. Ronald Krause there. 63 low top 6. Not terrible at all. Also, too, I think I forgot to show you guys the top 5 picks. So this guy, 8th overall, medium elite, 1st overall is not bad. 79, 81, 78, 79. So yeah, pretty standard. Now next year, you guys trying to trade a 7th round pick next year to the Avs for their 7th. I have to throw in Kyrou because apparently like I can't even do a pick for pick trade or I'll be above the salary cap. They say yes. So should really get the last 3 guys that we have pinned. 127 here. We're playing a little bit close. The guy's like 130. Ooh, did he go away? No, he didn't. Okay, there he is. Corrado, guaranteed medium top 6. 49 overall. Lower rated, but still that potential in the 4th round is very good. Now in the 5th here, next guy to go is going to be the Krupp dude. Guaranteed medium top 9. 52 overall. Late 5th. Again, pretty happy with that. And then finally, in the 7th round pick here, we're taking a guaranteed low top 4 defenseman, which is still good value again at that spot. Especially 56 overall is actually not that bad. I'll take that. And now before we get to the re-sign phase, I want to bring back Ovechkin as the associate coach. And unfortunately, he's asking for $3.2 million. So even though I think we could do it with owner mode turned off, it'd be kind of dumb. So I'm going to let him go. Maybe we could bring in Sean Couturier at this point as the associate coach and finally have the captain back on the team. And so like I was saying, guys, we're at the re-sign phase now with $4.4 million in cap space. Should be enough to get Amirov under contract at the very least. As I mentioned, Vinny's going to be gone. He wants 2 years. He said no to the 2.5, so we'll try 2.75. Obviously, just keep bumping it up slowly. Nichushkin could potentially bring back as well. 2 years, 1 year. Honestly, like he's got the X factor, he's got the defensive play. Why would we not, do that? His rating randomly dropped there a bunch. Kumatov wants 2.2. We're gonna qualify. We should be okay. Did I just release him? Oh, okay, he just dropped down the list. I was worried there. Ottavainen and Hines. I mean, if they just want league min, might as well help with the AHL team. Hines wants 1.2, so we'll have to let him go at this point. Barker just went off. He still only wants 800K, so that's good. We've had Petal in the HL team for so long. Unfortunately, never grew, so He's finally gone. We gave him a chance, though. And now looking at goalies, as I mentioned, guys, Vinny, I don't see it happening. Yeah, he wants 10 million. I mean, we'd have to trade away, like, Draisaitl, but I don't think that makes any sense. Unfortunately, too, Vinny, 25, really should be a pending RFA. I'm not sure why he's a UFA, but Darcy and Petrell, hopefully one of them grows a little bit. Cook here, he could be like the AHL backup, I guess. And then Peters there we have as trade bait. We also still have Jasper too we could trade, so basically just have to sign an AHL starting goalie, and I think that's about it. And there we go, guys. Nichushkin said yes, so that's awesome for the bottom 6. Barkey there, Chan, Cook. Let's wait to hear from Amirov. Wants to test for agency, so we're going to have to give him at least what he's asking for, if not a little bit more. So we'll just try 3.1 for 2, see what he says. There we go, guys. After offering Amirov what he was asking for, he said yes. Alright, guys, throughout the free agency period, as I mentioned, all we have to do is sign an AHL starting goalie. It's pretty much all we can afford to do as well. Top free agent Nathan McKinnon. Wow. If he leaves the Avalanche, that dynasty might be over. 93 overall, asking for 13.5 at 35 years old. Robert Thomas there's down 92. Same with that Stützle guy. Ryan Leonard, Barzal, Lane Hudson, Cole Caulfield. That hurts Montreal. Actually, Stützle there was on Montreal as well, so losing 3 of their top players. Although he is an RFA, luckily for them. I think was Celebrini on Montreal as well, I want to say. I'm almost positive. Yeah, he was. So imagine they lose all 4 of them, especially Hudson. I think that would hurt the most. He's asking for 15.7. Lucas Raymond, Berkeley Catton, Byfield. So many good players available here, unfortunately. We have no money, so we'll go take a look at the goalies. See if we can get like a decent AHL starter, maybe even an NHL goalie. Silov's there. Was our AHL goalie for a bit. Could bring him back. I mean, we're just trying to have a good AHL season. Not really worried about growth. I'll make him an offer there. If he ends up being an AHL goalie for us, that is fine. So we'll definitely do affordable. We got 1.5 million. Banting, 8th overall offensive defenseman, 99 passing. Okay, we'd have to make an offer on this guy, right? Let's see, 2 years. I don't know why the Devils wouldn't match it, but if they don't, take advantage. Dallas Gunderson, 81 overall, medium elite center. He's 23 years old, 91 D awareness. He would be amazing on the 4th line. I'll make him an offer too. 2 years, 3 years, 4. Honestly, okay, let's see. I would do like a 7-year. What is our max? 1.55. I'll do that. We actually don't have the picks. Let's try 1.45 for 6 years. Again, I'm not really sure why Washington wouldn't match, but you never know. Also, guys, Mackie Samoskevich is available here. I think he would just be like a cool AHL player. We'll probably wait, though, see what happens with the RFAs. And look at this, guys. As you can see, Sean Couturier is still available. He wants to be a head coach, but I mean, come on. He just retired as a player. We're going to offer him an associate coach job. If we offer him a little bit extra money. He didn't get hired last season. I'm hoping he'll say yes. And now look at this, guys. This is super interesting. Kumatov, medium top 4D potential, and then Krause there, low top 6 for Dallas 4th round pick, and Herbel, high star potential. He could actually be, let's see, 84, 26, 1 year left to grow. He's got a few X factors. He's making 2.3 million. I mean, he might be our guy. Glove and stick are pretty good. I think those are the 4 most important. Honestly, I feel like we say yes here. I guess he like just fits in. I think that's a safer option for us. Make sure we have a decent goalie for next season. Now the Red Wings here offering us a 4th and a 6th for a couple okay prospects. Honestly, I'll do that. I think picks are easier to move than players. Now Couturier rejected our initial offer. I'll probably have to pay him a lot more since it's not the role he wants. So Silov's here said he decided to sign with us. We no longer have the cap space, which makes sense. We traded for Herbal, so that's fine. Gunderson decided to go with the Capitals, so that's okay as well. Banting decided to sign with us. We don't have the cap space. We must have like literally no cap space. Yeah, we have 10K in cap. That's hilarious. Now, even though we only have 10K, should still be able to sign some like 2-way players. And Greff here, 24.77 high fringe. I feel like I'll go with him over Daigle. 1 overall lower medium starter. Yeah, you can do the league min, 800K, that's fine. There's actually a couple low elite players here, so I'll make offers on both of them. Again, just giving us trade options there for the last season. As I mentioned too, Samoskevich I think would be a sick AHL player. If you guys didn't know, he's got nasty hands. And actually, Noah Cates is available here. Former player of ours. We could bring him back. I think that'd be pretty cool. Even Xavier Bourgault. Really good hands, solid shot, good skater. I think in terms of an AHL player, he could be nasty. And there we go, guys. Noah Cates is actually returning to the team. Should have a spot somewhere in the 4th line. Xavier Bourgault as well. He'll be in the AHL. Greff there's the goalie. He'll be the backup in the AHL. Samoskevich. Couturier tried offering more money, like 1.5 million, but he signed with the Stars instead. I actually am going to try and trade away Logan O'Connor back to the Avs. Don't really need him anymore on the 4th line. I think Noah Cates is a little bit better, higher rated. Same D awareness. They actually have our 7th round pick. Would they give it to us for O'Connor? No. 1.75 million is too much. I mean, we'll drop back around just to dump the salary, and they say yes. So I will have, you know, a couple million to work with at the deadline in the final year. One thing I noticed, guys, we actually need a few more AHL defensemen. Apparently, I let too many go. Beach here is 26 to 79, so that'll be a good addition. Yolavi we could get. I mean, might as well try and get some younger guys. Jacob Dvorak, 26 79. Not great D awareness, but shot block, stick checker, very good. Same with 5-star physical. If we kept going, he could probably end up being like an 80. And I was looking through guys for like a diamond in the rough. This guy here, Timo Nickel, only 78 D awareness, but he's got 98 shot block, 97 stick check. Physical is also pretty much perfect. 98 aggressiveness, 97 body check, 97 strength. I feel like he could end up being like an AHL star. Obviously, we kind of need that because AHL team just can't seem to find a way right now. And so next year, guys, I'll show what the team is looking like for next season. I feel like we got a really good chance to win one more Stanley Cup in the final year. Stankoven and Draisaitl each got still that first line in a +5. Second line's also the same. Demidov, Cooley, Gauthier. Demidov's up in rating. I think Cooley dropped by 1. Third line there, Mirov, Reinhardt, Poirier. We got Nichushkin, Kostelnik, and Cates on the fourth. Again, look at the D awareness, the physical. Like, that's a solid fourth line. Defensively here, Sharp and Kivaharji might be the best D pair in the NHL. Popov, Zeliger, very solid second pairing with York and Ottavine on the bottom. Ottavine's been in the AHL, but look at his stats, like 87 D awareness, actually really good. Solid shot block and stick check, 4-star physical on the high 80s. He should do more than fine on the bottom pair. Goaltending, we got Herbel starting there, 85. Garnson currently backing him up. Could switch him with Petrol since he had a better season last year as a backup, but you know, he is lower rated. First line forward's kind of cool, Schaefer, Bourgault, both former first round picks by the Oilers. They're playing with Samoskevich. Stillman, Barkey, Susdalev. The bottom six is not bad, not great. Defensively, we got Olsen playing that nickel guy who's potentially sick. McLean there, Beach, Dvorak, Jasper's our medium elite guy. Probably going to get traded for somebody at the deadline. But overall, I feel like the team's pretty solid in terms of the captaincy. No changes. I'll show you guys our ratings here for the final season. As you guys can see, we've got 98 offense, 97 defense, 85 goaltending. So I think actually all of our ratings but goaltending have gone up. We'll see if it's enough to win one more Stanley Cup. I feel like 2 would be pretty solid for this team. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.